This is a difficult week for our state. The parents of those children at Camp Mystic are in the hearts of so many people, not just here, but around the world. Dozens of them will spend the coming days making funeral plans for their daughters, while others are still holding on to slim hope, praying for a miracle, knowing that it may never come. A news conference with local and county officials, as well as U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, just wrapped up in Kerrville about 30 minutes ago. They say 75 people are dead in Kerr County, and that number is expected to rise. 10 girls and 1 counselor from the Camp Mystic are still missing. Officials also said that it remains a search and rescue mission.
And when we say search and rescue operations, that is boat, walking on the ground, dogs, drones. Again, keep personal drones out of the air, helicopters. We do have other assets that are continuing the search as well.
Texas Senator Ted Cruz also chiming in on the need to examine what happened and how to make sure it doesn't ever happen again. We will have more on that from our Ken Molestina coming up in just a moment. We do have team coverage for you this morning. Our Lauren Crawford is monitoring information about the victims from North Texas. And our Trevor Sahaki is with Texans on Mission with their plan as they head to the Hill Country. But first, we do want to begin about 270 miles to our southwest in the Hill Country. Our Ken Molestina is in Kerrville, where a news conference that we just mentioned just wrapped up a few minutes ago. So, Ken, what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, Karen, as you mentioned, the death toll pretty similar to what we had last night. We're going to go over those numbers in just one second, but I do want to point out something very important that was said today, because we are now in the 4th day of this effort, of this operation, and still today officials are calling this very much a search and rescue operation. They have not officially shifted to a recovery operation, which is a very important point to make, because what it means is that for rescue crews and for officials out here, they are still holding on to as much hope as they can, even though that hope is dwindling once again as we are now in the 4th day. I want you to take a look over my shoulder. We're just feet away from the Guadalupe River. This is the scene that we're seeing here now. This is a stretch of the Guadalupe River where a lot of these search and rescue efforts are still continuing here on this 4th day. And you can see the water moving here. It's not rushing in any sort of dramatic way, but this was not going on last night. This is an indicator of the rain that continues to fall in this area, the rainfall that we had last night. And of course, this is not making any of the efforts for first responders out here and for rescue crews any easier when you have sort of this on and off again rain that continues to fall through here. But when you see this again, you sort of get an idea of just how fast the water can move in these parts. Once again, folks, I want to talk about some of the numbers here that were given to us earlier today during this news conference. The total death toll in this entire Hill Country region, so that's to include Kerr County and neighboring counties, that right now is sitting at 82. So let's focus now in on Kerr County, zoom in a little closer. 75 is what we had confirmed here as of this news conference about an hour ago. Of those 75 confirmed dead in Kerr County, 27 of those are from Camp Mystic. We understand that 11 are still missing. Of those 11, they are 10 campers and 1 counselor. For the past couple of days now, there has been questions and sharp criticism pointed at officials and local officials about what is being made of these warnings that we're hearing of, warnings that probably would have prompted evacuation orders. Of course, we know that evacuations did not take place. For the first time this morning at this 10 a.m. news conference, we finally got some more perspective and some more background to that question. I want you to take a listen to what the city manager out here, Dalton Rice, in Kerrville, had to say. Senator Ted Cruz also chimed in and offered his opinions on this big question about evacuations. Have a listen.
Evacuation is a delicate balance, because if you evacuate too late, you then risk putting buses, or cars or vehicles or campers on roads into low water areas trying to get them out, which then can make it even more challenging.
But next time there's a flood, I hope we have in place processes to remove especially the most vulnerable from harm's way. But I think that's going to be a process that will take a careful examination of what happened.
Again, both Senator Cruz, federal officials, local officials, everyone, Karen, committing to having some sort of investigation at some point in time. Right now, again, they are reiterating that we are not at that point, that this is still very much a search and recovery, search and rescue effort, rather. They're not even solely calling it a recovery. We do know, though, unfortunately, it's bodies that they've been pulling out of the river out here as well. Want to point out, though, that since the beginning of this operation, 850 air rescues have taken place out here, Karen, and we expect that more of those air rescues will continue with helicopters that are hovering around. We've seen boats up and down the Guadalupe. We've seen crews on foot. We've seen them using K9 as well. So they're using every tool possible to try and find anyone that they can, Karen.
Yeah, and there's so many first responders out there, volunteers, folks who are looking, trying to help. And we know that all of this is taking a toll on them because, as you mentioned, they've been at it now for 4 days. And I have to ask,
right.
I can only imagine, but what is the mood like there? Are they still hopeful, or are they, I imagine they're weary, but are they just forlorn at this point?
They're weary. They're absolutely weary, but they are committed, the first responders, to getting everybody that they need to find out here. This operation, we've heard the governor say that this will not wrap up until they find the last person, until they reunite folks out here. So again, this is day 4, but we expect that this is going to continue for several more days. You even heard the city's mayor here in Kerrville saying that we're in for a rough week. And again, this is only Monday, but we are in the 4th day of this now. I can also tell you that for the folks who live in this city here, or in these parts, just in general, the hill country, there has been devastation, there has been heartbreak, and it's all sort of beginning to compound right now. So you can just, when you talk about just the emotions that folks are feeling out here, you can get an understanding of why they're just starting to feel very weary with everything that's going on. But somewhere in all of that, Karen, you can call it the Texan spirit, call it what you will, but they are staying hopeful and they are praying and hoping that, you know, in this awful situation, that there is some good news at some point in these next coming days, Karen.
Oh, we are all praying. Ken, thank you so much.
Yes.
Now, as we mentioned, Senator Cruz is in Kerrville and spoke with us earlier this morning about the deadly flooding.
Just last week, we were here picking our daughter up from camp just down the river from Camp Mystic. And it is, there are not words to describe the horror that unfolded. It is every parent's nightmare. So we need a lot of prayer. We need family and friends, every one of those moms and dads that are suffering, to just come together and hug them and support them.
Senator Cruz says he will be touring the damage and meeting with families today. We received a statement earlier this morning from Camp Mystic, the all-girls summer camp at the center of the catastrophic flooding. Our Lauren Crawford joins us now live from our newsroom with more on this. Lauren.
Hi, Karen. Well, Camp Mystic released a statement confirming it is mourning 27 lives lost, both campers and counselors, following the devastating flooding along the Guadalupe River. Now, the camp went on to write, quote, "Our hearts are broken alongside our families that are enduring the unimaginable tragedy. We are praying for them constantly. We have been in communication with local and state authorities who are tirelessly deploying extensive resources to search for our missing girls. We are deeply grateful for the outpouring of support from community, first responders, and officials at every level." Now, hitting closer to home, we've learned at least 4 girls attending Camp Mystic were from North Texas. 2 best friends right here, 9-year-old Lila Bonner and 8-year-old Eloise Peck, have been identified among the victims. The 2 girls were full of life and just finished 2nd grade at Bradfield Elementary School in Highland Park. Throughout the Highland Park neighborhood, green ribbons are tied around trees to show support for those touched by the tragedy at Camp Mystic. Now, prayer services have also been held for the victims since Friday. It was a somber service at Highland Park United Methodist Church.
It's somber and painful for so many, and we're all connected in some way to the folks in Central Texas, many directly to those at Camp Mystic. But this has been a tough 72 hours or so for this community.
9-year-old Janie Hunt also did not survive. According to members of the Hunt family, which is involved in the Hunt Oil Company and ownership of the Kansas City Chiefs, the 9-year-old was attending the camp with several cousins. A family member writing on social media, "Our hearts are broken by the devastation from the floods and the tragic loss of so many lives, including a precious Hunt cousin, along with several friends' little girls." Now, 8-year-old Hadley Hannah, who was also at Camp Mystic and from the Dallas area, remains missing. Highland Park ISD will have counselors available tomorrow and Thursday this week from 11 to 2 at Boone Elementary to help with students kind of navigate through this difficult time. Karen, back to you.
Yeah, this is, as we mentioned earlier, this is going to be a long and painful week. Lauren, thank you so much. We do know that 2 other girls, Blair and Brooke Harbor, who attended St. Rita Catholic Community School here in Dallas, also died in the flood. They were staying with their grandparents along the Guadalupe River. St. Rita Catholic Church held a prayer service in their memory Saturday. At last check, we haven't received any information on funerals for them or the other victims. Now, many North Texas nonprofits and volunteers are already on their way to the Hill Country. Texans on Mission sent some people down over the weekend, but a bigger wave of them left this morning. Our Trevor Sahaki has their plans once they arrive.
Less than an hour ago, Texans on Mission sent multiple vehicles, these trailers, all the way down to Central Texas. They're going to be driving down there to help out the folks with the recovery and relief effort, give some support, some much needed help to everyone who's trying to get back on their feet after this devastating flooding. To tell us more about what exactly Texans on Mission is going to be doing down there, we have Russ. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. So kind of walk me through what the plan is today and then Wednesday as well when you deploy even more people.
Actually, Trevor, this will be our second wave of volunteers. We've had chaplains on the ground, adding comfort to those who have lost loved ones, lost homes, lost property. This will be a much larger unit that's headed down there right now. They're the support team. So we have the command center, shower and laundry, feeding unit, assessors, more chaplains, all getting the site ready. We'll be staged at a First Baptist Church of Kerrville, and all getting ready for boots on the ground, flood mitigation volunteers that will be there Wednesday, really from 2 areas, Kerrville itself and Marble Falls. We have a lot of dedicated volunteers from those 2 towns, and they'll be there along with day volunteers who just come in, they put on the yellow shirts, not as trained, but they're hardworking, just caring volunteers.
Russ, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Again, Texans on Mission going to send their second wave of people down today, another wave of people on Wednesday to help give hope, healing, like he said, to the folks down in Texas Hill Country who really need all of that right now. In Dallas, Trevor Sahaki, CBS News, Texas.